Man, I'll tell you what, all this stuff behind the scenes is really overwhelming, especially when you are going to school full time and you're going through all of these emotions. Guys, I am perimenopausal. I'm an empty nester right now. I have my mind's going crazy. My body is going crazy. And there are times that I just don't know what else to do. Like I've tried going back to the very basics of back when I started. But see, when I started, it was during COVID. You see my phone here. I just finished a photo shoot. I did the warmer of the month because I get it every single month um, for December. What do? I talk about it. I go live on Facebook. Now, guys, you guys know that I've recently started talking about TikTok and I've been going over there, but I don't talk about my business. It gives me a chance to just kind of focus on me on a different platform. And the reason why I do that is because I needed something for me. I have felt like my entire social media has been all about Scentsy, and it's like I needed a break, but not a break from my business, but I just needed a break about talking about Scentsy all the time because I think I've gotten to that point where it's not that I'm burnt out, is that I honestly don't know which direction to go. So after I take pictures, so let's get back to this. I do my warmer of the month, and then I take pictures, a lot of pictures. I do them different ways. I take the bar wax and I'm like, ooh, point, and then I open and I smell it. I take lots of pictures, and then I go through and edit them. Guys, every single phone now has a way to edit your pictures. Now, when you are doing the reverse screen, you need to make sure that you are reversing it back so that way lettering across your shirt will be correct. Guys, that is like the big mistake I was making for the longest time. And somebody pointed out to me. So I'm putting it out to you. If you're not reversing your pictures and making it actually the way it's supposed to be, then you need to start doing that because we see it that way because it's a reverse, right? It's looking in the mirror. That's how you see yourself. But that isn't how everybody else sees you. So you need to reverse it the other way because that's why sometimes pictures look off. Like you're looking at it and you're like, what is wrong with that picture? Well, the reason why there's something wrong with the picture is because it's reversed and you're looking at the other side of them. And so it's weird. But make sure you're reversing your pictures back. I always do I think it's called like a profile picture thing where it blurs everything behind me. So it doesn't matter and it brings me forward. And I have the product. So I'll have the warmer and I'm like, I just put it up too whenever I decided to do this video. But I had it up. I take pictures with it. I hold it different ways. I switch sides because sometimes one side is better than the other, especially with my hair. And that's what I do. So let's get back to the TikTok thing. I have found a space, a place for me to not talk about Scentsy. And I think I needed that. I think that for the last 4.5 years, my life has always been what can I talk about Scentsy? And in the process of learning a new platform, like I'm not talking about like I use it occasionally now. I use it all the time. I'm learning the process. I am learning how to gain followers and how to follow people, how to go live, how to make so it's reels on Instagram and Facebook, but it's just videos on TikTok. Learning how to make them interesting, learning to make them less, shorter. And I'm also learning how to interact and have conversations, which for me, it feels like I've gotten away from on Facebook because anytime people see me in the DM, I really feel that they're just like, "Oh my gosh, she's sending me another message about Cincy or I didn't turn my volume down about something else." And I think it's really gotten into my head. And for me to get things out of my head and to get them sorted, I have to kind of go backwards. I have to like it's not backpedaling; it's taking a step back to look at the big picture. I have so much stuff going on. Perimenopausal. Ladies, we don't talk about it enough. We don't talk about what it does mentally to us, physically, emotionally. Everything is out of whack. And I've hit that part where I feel like my life is in chaos and I have to dwindle it down. I have to focus in. Now, does that mean I'm leaving Cincy or I'm stepping away from my business? No. It means I'm trying to look at it from a different perspective. I'm trying to get perspective again because I feel like it's gotten so far away from me. Now, when I started this whole my journey of how to get back to director, and so y'all could see the ins and the outs and the goods and the bads, and I think I felt more pressure on myself, but I think I needed that at the time of I need to show people the nitty-gritty. But my path right now is not getting back to director. I think my path is just trying to get through to a better time. Like, still doing all the things, still making sure I'm interacting. I'm talking more with my customers on my phone through text messaging than I am through Facebook messaging. Now, have my sales gone down? Yes. Yes, because I'm not doing the mass posting. Is it affecting my business? Yes. Is it affecting my team? Yes. But I had to get back to me. I think I've lost me. So not only am I going through perimenopause, my youngest daughter has left. They left. She went to college, but she left me. So I'm gone. Like, she's gone. What am I going to do? So I think that I had to find what me that was for me. Like, what part of me is still me. There's a lot of things I've gone through in the last 3.5 years. I have been on a sober recovery. I stopped drinking alcohol. And so a lot of my personal relationships changed because they were built upon alcohol. A lot of my social anxiety was about I couldn't face anybody because if they knew me when I was drunk, then they probably don't like me now because what do I have to offer them? I'm not the same person I was. With my daughter being gone, I'm alone a lot. Now, my husband goes to work and he comes home. I go to school 2 days a week. And so for 5 days, it gives me an opportunity not even to get out of bed or to not do much. And I have spurts. So my hormones are going crazy. My emotions are going crazy. There's so much stuff going on. And then I'm trying to run a business. But my business hasn't been my priority because I had to get my mental health back. I had to get my physical being back. Like, if you don't know what perimenopausal is, do a Google search. If you don't know that empty nest syndrome is real, do a Google search because I'm telling you right now, I'm a living proof that it is traumatic. It is hard. It makes you emotional. It makes you angry. It makes you like lash out. And I didn't have people to talk to about it. With TikTok, I'm able just to talk about me. I'm able to talk about my feelings. I'm able to talk with others about either the sober recovery. I get to talk to others about being an empty nester. I get to talk to others about perimenopausal. I follow a lot of creators that talk about those different things. And again, since I'm learning the platform, I'm going live more often. I'm trying to figure out what my niche is over there. I don't want it to be about Scentsy. I don't want it to be about my business because I want friends. I want people I can talk to. I want people whenever I message them that they can message me back. And I miss that. And I feel that I can't always just say what I feel on all the other platforms because it's I've pushed so much Scentsy out there. And maybe you're going through the struggle too. And maybe it's something you're fighting with. Like, I need to run my business, but does it always have to be about Scentsy? So I still have all my other apps connected to each other. I still have everything else going, but on TikTok, it's totally me. It's just me. There's times I cry. There's times I get mad. There's times I'm frustrated. There's times that I can pout and I can be like, oh, woe is me. But there's a different interaction on TikTok. There's a different interaction I get from Facebook. I can go live on Facebook and maybe 2 or 3 people may comment, may like the video. But I go on TikTok and I have 10 people in my room when I go live and they're talking to me. They're interacting, good or bad. It is what it is. But think that's where I think that's where my disconnect was at, is that I needed some reaction. I needed some interaction. I needed someone to talk to me. So as I'm going through and doing my woe is me, this business is an up and down. This business is going to flourish, and you're going to get down into the valleys, and you're going to get into the peaks, and it's all about longevity. It's not a race, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's long term. It's not let's get it all now and then we're over and we're done. It is still building up, still being consistent, still staying there, still being relevant, but also finding yourself. The awesome thing about running our own business is we do get to make our own time. We do get to figure out when we have time to do things. But when we are given so much free time, sometimes we forget that if we don't put in the work, then we're not going to get the rewards. And I'm feeling it. But I had to take that moment. I had to take this time. Is it going to change tomorrow and I'm back to posting 10 times a day on Facebook? I don't think so. Am I going to be doing 2 to 3 videos a week? I don't think so. But I'm still here. I'm still going to be posting videos. I'm still going to be doing my podcast. I'm still like that Tuesday night when I get to see my besties and get to see them in person because they're so far away. It's like the best time. And we talk about Scentsy. We talk about businesses. We talk about all the good things. But it's just the time I get to share with them. Because we all have our own lives and we all have so much stuff going on. And there's things that I'm going through that no one else really understands. So just know that you're not alone. There are avenues, there are platforms, there are things that you can do for you that doesn't have to be about Scentsy. Do I talk about Scentsy? If anybody ever asks what's behind me, or they love my earrings, or they happen to see that I'm wearing, they're like, "Oh, you're dressed in all pink." I still talk about it. It's just not the basis of my platform. It's not just about it. Now, for someone who is wanting to go on that platform and that's what they do, then I'm all for it. But I needed something for me. And the journey videos have really been for me. I hope you've enjoyed them. I may start a new series. I may just talk about the different things that I've learned off of TikTok, or the different things I'm learning on different apps, and maybe I'll start talking more about like me. Not just about Scentsy, not just about training. Maybe that'll help someone else. I think that's why I've been put here, is I think I just want to help, and I feel like I need to help. But I also need to feel like I'm making a difference. I also need to feel like I'm being seen. So if I haven't responded to comments, please know that I'm trying to get back to them. I really and truly appreciate it. If you guys have watched all the way through this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The comments I receive, the positive interaction that I get here is amazing. And it does help me do more videos. And just know that I'm never leaving Scentsy. I will be here as long as they allow me to sell the product, as long as they allow me to buy the product, as long as they allow me to smell the amazing scents and to see the products and to use them. I'm going to be here. So don't give up on me. This too shall pass. Just remember that. Thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get more of me. How to run a business, how to step and look back and take a moment to see your business. Learning about the different platforms, what works. Guys, just because someone else does it doesn't mean it may work for you. You have to find your voice. You have to find the way that works for you, because then it comes easy. I love you all. I hope you have a blessed day. And if no one's told you today, I love you. You are strong. You are important. You are worthy. And you got